Right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the GMS. All right, who teach and rule well, starting with the elders, Ramlab, Tahar, Gabar, and Racha on down. Okay, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this gospel amongst the four winds with truth and sincerity. All right, to you I say shalom. This is your brother Parathon with a quick lesson. All right, we're living in them times, man, to the point where brothers sound like broken records, man. But hey, this shit's going down. We are living in the end. All right, it's the end. Jacob is it says Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. Okay, so this is the end of Esau's kingdom, his rule. All right. And the faces of the judges have been revealed, man, pursuant to Job 9:24. All right, the two true judges, which are you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole, West Indians, and Haitians, man. All right, we are of a legendary bloodline, man. God's chosen people, the only nation that He cares for. Okay, so it's a high time to wake out of sleep, man. Our salvation is far, far closer than we believe. All right. So I'm just going to go into some scriptures going into the end, not only of Esau's reign, but the end of his existence. All right. Because we're not going to have to deal with this shit no more, man. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. You see, after they did their little project with the Hadron Collider, the particle accelerator. All right. There's a bunch of shit that's been going on. All right, you had the Georgia Guidestones partly destroyed, and the thing about what's so crazy about that particle accelerator, there's so many movies and different shows that are based off of that. One being in particular that I'm familiar with is that show The Flash. It's on Netflix. If you brothers haven't checked that out in the beginning, all right. So they basically Esau was fucking with the particle accelerator. He ran it, and the result of that was, all right, everybody within a certain radius all became enhanced with these capabilities. They were metahumans, if you will. Okay, so Esau's trying to manipulate. He's trying to become a god in his flesh. All right, we know that the elect, the first fruit, Lord willing, we bear that number, are going to get those spiritual bodies. Esau's trying to get that shit here. All right, but it's not going to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna hit Job 20, man. All right, I'm going to start at verse 4, straight to the point. Salakia, verse 5. 4. It says, knowing thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Okay, the wicked and the hypocrites are talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the red man, the wicked that the Bible speaks of. All right, because hey, he's been in rule. He's been in rule for some time now, but everything like this rule, everything's temporary, man. Okay, this is not the end all be all. Verse 6: though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds, yet he shall perish forever. It says, yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung. Shit. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He's going to be nothing born but a memory, man. All right. There's going to be nothing left. It says, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. Hey, that's beautiful, man. All the hell that Esau put on us. Salaki. All the hell that Esau put on us, man. All right, we don't know no other life. We've been born into slavery and captivity as far back as since we fell from grace, man. All right, so it's something that the mind can't grasp per se, man. Only the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is giving us like that small inkling, just to let us know that, hey, man, You know, this shit, the sufferings, these sufferings don't compare, man. What we got for what we have coming, for what's set in front of us if we endure to the end. All right. So from there I'm gonna jump to what's the last thing we read? Cause this is a proud motherfucker, man. And we know pride goeth before destruction. And so with that being said, we're gonna hit Isaiah 14:14. Salakia, starting at verse 13. I got it here in front of my laptop, but I'll bring it up. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north." So who the fuck he think he is, man? All right, he said, "I will set my throne above the stars of the Most High." He got that space force, right? Why would he have a space force? Because he's in the know. He know what's up. He knows that the Lord, they call him the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of armies, for a reason. All right, the vehicle of the heavens, them UFOs, the chariots, is coming heavy. All right, it's coming heavy. In that day of destruction, which is also known as that day of salvation, is going to be something that we never seen before, man. Verse 14 says, "I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." That's some prideful ass shit, man. Esau deems himself as a god. I mean, technically he is the god of this earth. Okay? The earth was given into the hand of the wicked. All right? Him being his physical counterpart of Satan. That angel on the left-hand side, man. All right, but here, peep this. Though he says, he said I was sent above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High. Yet shall he be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. All right, he's going to be brought low and put back in his place where he belongs, man. The bases of men. All right, verse 16. "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and say and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble and shake the kingdoms, that made the world a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners?" All right, it says, "All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet." All right? Hey, because Esau going to be dealt with, man. He's going to be dealt with for all the atrocities, okay? All the iniquity, all this shit that he's done. He got to pay for that. And we can go back to, real quick. Job 20:6. It says, "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach into the clouds," okay? Not only is his excellency mounted up to the heavens, but his iniquity is too. Revelations 18:5, real quick. "For her sins have reached unto the heaven," her sins, America, Babylon, spiritual Egypt, "and God and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she had filled to her double." All right, that cup of judgment. Okay, she going to get double. He's going to get double for what he did to us, man, because he went too far. Verse 7, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh who judgeth her. All right. So that's what's coming to modern day Babylon, spiritual Egypt, man. That's what's coming. That's America's future right there. All right, fire. It's going to be burned with fire. You know. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication live deliciously with her shall beware her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, at last, that great city of Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. All right, because of these merchants, all these other nations that have been in business with America. You know, at one point, America was the largest export country. They was running shit. All right, only ones with the nukes. They was the bully. It's a neutral playing field now, man. Everything's equal. So therefore, it's open season on their ass, man. These other these other nations done built themselves up. You know, ultimately the Lord built them up. You know, because what's the scripture say? They shall all turn their arrows against her. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, they gonna be if they getting fed up with this bitch, man. And the time has come for judgment to be set. All right, she's about to get what she got to. She's about to get what she deserves, man. All right, let's go to Obadiah. Salakia. Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock. That's where he's from. Who's from the clefts of the rock? Petra. These Neanderthals, man. Esau, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's why he got these skyscrapers, man. It's in his nature. All right. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai. Okay, if thieves came to rob, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? All right. Hey, so Esau is as worse as they come, man. He's the real nigga, man. Look what it says in the NLT. Verse 5, if these came that night and robbed you, what a disaster awaits you. They would not take everything. Those who harvest grapes always leave a few for the poor. Because that's law. That goes back to our law, man. If you had land and you know whatever extra you had that you sown as far as your fruit, the outer area was left for the poor. So technically, no, or the less fortunate. All right. That's balanced. That's righteous. It says, but your enemies will wipe you out completely. Yeah. So he won't get that pleasure. He's gonna be wiped out completely, man. All right. And we can just scroll down because we know this whole chapter, man, goes into Esau. I want to get right to the point though. Verse 15, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. All right? Everything, you got to reiterate it, man, over and over again, man. He's going to reap what he sown, man. Especially everything he did to the nation of Israel, man. The apple of the Lord's eye. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. All right. So these other nations is going to get their judgment too. They going to catch hell as well for the them taking part in our destruction. Okay, in the past. All right. But unlike Esau, after their 1,000 years, right, they'll be given back. They'll be placed back in their own land, and they'll be under the law. Okay, they'll be under that break law, if you will. Verse 17, but upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For Yahweh by Shem Yahushai have spoken it. All right, that's the end of the existence of Esau right there, man. And I should have I should have brought That was actually my woo banger right there. So I'm gonna go back real quick. Let me hit Ezekiel. Ezekiel 28. This is a sleeper right here. Just reiterating. All right. The pride of this devil, man. Ezekiel 28 in verse 2. Son of man, saying to the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, and I sit in the seat of God in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not a God through the set. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel, and there is no secret that they can hide from thee. It says, with thy wisdom and thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver in thy treasures. All right, but that's us. That's our shit. Them gold and those riches, man, that's our shit, man. All right. Verse 6. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile the brightness. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas, man. And we just gonna stop there. That's just going back in all the nations, all the allies of America turning on them, man. All right. Jeremiah 50 and 23 says what? How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon becoming desolation among the nations? All right, this is the future of Esau, man. All right, so from there, I'm gonna go back to Obadiah. I'm gonna hit that banger again, and I'm gonna close out. Because this is just beautiful. This is one of my favorite scriptures. Obadiah 1 and 17, but upon the Mount Zion shall be deliverance. The nation of Israel will be delivered. The elect of Israel, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. We're going to get everything back we lost, man. 100-fold. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. Okay? Hey, it's going to Fisher, Jeremiah 16 and 16, fishers turn hunters. Okay? And this is also synonymous with how America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction, man. And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh have spoken it. And they shall, and that's it. That's it, man. That is it. Damn. NLT, the people of Israel will be a raging fire, and Edom a field of dry stubble. The descendants of Joseph will be a flame roaring across the field, devouring everything. There will be no survivors in Edom. Hey, so with that, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, the GMS who teach and rule well, and peace and salutations to the whole four elect. All right, Kwam Yasharala and the Baba Ball. Shalom.